Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a great day, and we're here today at Cubfan's Island, his base, because he has asked me to help him out a little bit. This place is really coming along. There's so much cool stuff going on here. All sorts of, most of it is a little too technical for me to understand properly, but it is looking cool, and he wants to help me, or he wants me to help him with this this villager trading hall. So that's kind of the plan for today's episode. I think it should be fun. We'll see what we can accomplish here, and I'll be back with you once I've met up with Cub.
Okay guys, so we're out here at the trading hall again, and I've brought in a building expert, Mr. Welsknight. Hello, Wells.
You give me too much credit, Cub. I'm not an expert, but I will help.
I think you are, man. I think you are. So I've quote-unquote finished this trading hall, but I think it needs a little bit more tweaking, and I think you're just the man to help me out with it. So do we want to head on over there and check it out?
Yeah, for sure. It looks good. I like it. It's got kind of like a pagoda, almost like a Nordic Stav church style thing going for it. It's interesting. I like it.
True. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, so I've tried to make it, I don't know, it's very colorful, which I like, but there's some things like the floor in here I think might need to be changed. I don't know if you have any suggestions or anything, like what we could do with this floor, that because I like the colors, but we already have colors like from this mushroom block around the outside.
You were going for like Fruit Loops, right?
Fruit Loops, yeah. Fruit Loop floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
exactly.
I mean, I'm a little more partial to like frosted mini wheats myself, but you know, whatever suits you.
All right.
So let's see. I'm thinking.
Oh,
any objections
to restart? Yes. Please, no. Not now.
Please, not now.
There we go.
Okay, I think we're good for a minute. So, I'm not really a huge fan of Fruit Loops, if I'm being honest. A little too colorful for my taste, a little too vibrant.
What's wrong with you, Welsknight? Jeez,
you know,
don't like Fruit Loops?
Yeah, you eat the Fruit Loops and you get all the sugar and it like, you know, accumulates in the bottom of your milk, and then you just have like this sludge and it, you know?
That's true, yeah. I guess you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But I think we could maybe do something a little bit more fitting with the floor, something that would fit your theme and block palette a little bit better. And then for the outside, these walls, I think the colors are fine, but I think the walls are relatively plain.
Yeah,
and definitely. If we could find a way to dress that up somehow, that would be good, rather than just having solid dark oak.
Right. Yeah, I tried to do that a little bit with the fences, but yeah, I think I agree. There needs to be something else that sort of breaks up. Whoop! They went tall grass.
Nope.
But yeah, something that breaks up this wall a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think those are basically the two things. It does look good though. So let's talk about the floor first.
Okay. All right.
So if I remember correctly, when you were giving me kind of the rundown of this villager trading hall, the corners that have the droppers in them are actually like important, and the colors represent stuff. Is that so like these, the orange was pumpkin and stuff like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you send back the shulker boxes by putting in these droppers. So
I
those
think
will have to stay, and I prefer the colors to stay around these.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking as well. Is since the colors that are actually serve like a functional purpose, where they're basically color coding stuff, I think there you probably want to leave the colors as is.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Now the rest of it, on the other hand, I think we could come up with something. Let me just let me see what I have on hand, and I'd probably go like wood and quartz.
Okay.
To kind of match the theme. Do you have some quartz somewhere?
Let me see if I got some here. Actually, I shouldn't be putting down the center chest. I made like a whole utility area over here.
Oh, did you?
I haven't been utilizing it. So yeah, we got ender chest right here. I think I have quartz in here.
Yeah. I just need a little bit, like maybe.
Here's some quartz in this box.
That'll be perfect.
Some of it.
Okay. Yep. So here's what I'm thinking. We'll just come like over here, right? Okay. We can leave the sea lanterns, I think.
Yeah, I think those provide a lot of light, and they help out with the overall like build.
Yep, and obviously you need light in here because you don't want things spawning and whatnot. Although you're
Yeah,
on a
well,
mushroom island, so technically you don't need light, do you? But what I like to do is, when I'm coming up with stuff like this, I like to kind of pick a center point, right? So like in this case, it would be the sea lantern, right?
Yep.
So you pick a center point and you take stairs and surround it like so.
Okay.
Right? And then from there, where's that ender chest? Over here. Somewhere I've got some, you're using dark oak, not spruce.
Yeah, I got some woods if you need it.
Yeah, I do too. I live in a dark oak forest, remember?
Yeah, you took down the whole forest around your castle. That was crazy.
Pretty much. That took a while, but that's okay. So then, from there, you kind of come up with a pattern. So maybe you do something like this, right?
Ooh, yeah, that looks nice, yeah.
And then perhaps we would go quartz blocks like so.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And maybe we mix in one more material. Maybe we do like a log like this.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
Or something along those lines. And then you're basically mirroring that pattern. So like over here, ooh, there's a little...
Yeah, be careful there. There's some redstone down
Okay, that should be fine. It should be fine.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna... I heard dirt break and I was a little worried, but it's all good.
Yeah, you're fine.
So then you're basically doing the same thing, right? Like, so here you're mirroring it, and then you'd go once again with the planks here, right? And then you've got right here a log. You could do a log right there as well. Quartz, and so on and so forth, until basically you have this nice floor pattern that covers kind of the whole thing, right?
Gotcha.
And the nice thing about this is that since there's no gap in the floor that's wider than like a quarter of a block, you'll never actually fall to the floor at all. There's no elevation change. You can walk over it, no problem.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I like this. I think there should be maybe like a divider here, maybe.
And that's basically what this is, if you think about it. Because what you've got, right? Like if we take this out and we make this quartz, you're essentially doing a couple things. You're
look out! Hey-o!
Cub, you have a hole in your floor.
You found the secret dungeon.
I did.
You got ender pearls to get up, man?
Yeah, I do. I've got some.
Okay.
Now I just gotta find the hole again. Right.
Yeah.
There, that should do it.
Can you make it?
There we go.
Nice.
So, so basically, what you're doing here is you've got two patterns, right? You have your base pattern.
Yep.
Which is this. This is like your standard. This is what you're actually working with, right? This is your
and then you got the trimming here,
right? And then you've got a border around it so that everything matches up exactly.
Cool.
Now the issue you're going to run into is that between each of these sea lanterns is 3 blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And over here between these, you have 5 blocks.
Yeah.
So it's going to get a little weird here. So what I'd recommend probably doing here is just take some sort of an extra material. Maybe you use this black concrete that you have up in the ceiling.
Yep.
And you just make one stripe that goes straight down the middle.
Okay.
Or something to that effect. And then you could, sort it out from there. But something along those lines I think would look really good and, give you some nice detail on the floor, get rid of the Fruit Loops, and still be very functional where you'd have lights on the floor and stuff as well.
Okay, yeah. Should we go ahead and do that right now and just see what we can come up with?
Yeah, why don't we?
Okay, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now completed the floor inside the trading hall. I say we go in and take a look, Wells. What do you say?
The big reveal.
The big reveal. Here we go. So, here we have it. It was a great idea by Wells to make like a little bit of a... So like what Wells does, he makes like a little design like 5-6 blocks across, however big you're making this. Ours is like 3x3, 5x5, depending on how you count it. And then you just basically repeat that pattern, and I think it looks great, man. I think it looks great.
I'm glad you like it. I think it works. I think it looks better than Fruit Loops.
Better than Fruit Loops. Yep, definitely, definitely. And we still have the colors on the side here to indicate where you put the empty shulker boxes and everything. So it's looking fantastic, man.
Yeah, and it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. Like basically, what you have is a 3x3 pattern with a shared border with another 3x3 pattern.
There we go. There we go. One block was missing.
Oh, did we miss one?
Yeah. Just checking and making sure all the rest of them are filled in.
Crisis averted.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what you would do, if you put out this video with that one block missing, 99% of your comments, you missed a block.
Yep, that's true. That's true. People notice. They
do. It's incredible how like observant some people are. Like, how do you see this? You know, I can like do a flyover on my castle, and someone will be like, "Hey, well, you were flying over. I noticed you missed one block." Like, I don't understand. It amazes me. People amaze me. But I think it's good. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, as I said, it's basically a 3x3 pattern centered on one of these sea lanterns, and then with a shared border pattern that it shares with the next 3x3. So it's not a super complicated process. You could do the same with basically any odd number. The idea is just starting from a center point and kind of building outward from there, and then repeating it over and over again. That's
a wonderful tip, man. That's a wonderful tip. So yeah, I'm really liking this floor in here. So yeah, thanks for that. Do you have any thoughts on the outside of the building?
I do. So here's what I'm thinking. The walls, I think the colors are fine. Okay. No problems with the colors whatsoever. It's the only issue is that the walls are just very flat.
Yeah, they're very plain right now. Yeah.
Right. You've got you do have some of these supports coming out, which is great. But other than that, you're just looking flat log texture. True. So what I'm thinking, where can I put this where I'm not going to destroy your pathway?
Put it on one of the grass blocks.
That'll work. We'll go that here, ender chest here, crafting bench there.
All right.
I think that'll work. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's make some spruce. Let's make some of these guys. Maybe a couple of these guys. Do a little bit of that action, and then you got some white stained glass panes for me, right?
Right. Yeah, I got some right there.
I could steal just a couple of those. So I'm thinking what you should do is add basically like some false windows. Right? So they're going to be like windows. I'm guessing you probably have a bunch of technical redstone-y stuff back here. Yeah. That's what I figured.
A little bit, yeah. There's a couple blocks we can play with, though, so we could go in there a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking you wouldn't necessarily even need to. These would basically just be windows that would be a facade. They wouldn't actually function as windows at all, which is why you're using the stained glass, because it's not as noticeable when you have it colored. And let's see, this is your center point right here.
Yep.
So we go, I'm going to kill this torch for a minute, and this one too.
Go for it. Yep.
So we do maybe something like that. And then we come up here, and then we'll say like maybe a log there, and then maybe we change that. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do this.
Yeah. I'm watching.
Something like, I mean, we definitely need this to be a thing. So maybe we do something like that, right? And then I can pillar up on top of this gravel block without messing up your pathway. Pathway looks great, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
So something like that.
All right.
We could go stair, 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 and then kind of bring this across and up here. Maybe we do something like that. I don't know. Or maybe
so you're trying to inset a window like back here,
right?
Exactly. Well, not at this level, but yeah.
Like exactly at that level. In fact, so and it doesn't look amazing when you get really up close and look at it in detail. But if you back off a ways,
let me fly away here a little bit.
If we can fly,
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, got it.
If you like land on top of one of these mushrooms over here or something and take a look at it, from over here you can't really tell that it's just a false window.
Yeah, it looks nice from from a distance, yeah.
From
definitely.
a distance, and even until you get like really up close and personal with it. It looks pretty good. And something along these lines. I'm not saying use this exact pattern or whatever, but basically just something to add a little bit of depth and detail to the wall, and kind of dress it up a little bit. Or maybe it would just be better to go without the slabs. I think I actually kind of like that better. Yeah.
Whoops! I've fallen into the moat again.
This moat. We have both fallen in here. I was telling them this is a safety hazard. You need like a railing on here, man. Like people are going to fall to their death. They're going to crack their head, and you're going to be liable for punitive damages and their medical bills for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that might be true, man. But yeah, it works. It's a deterrent. Any zombies trying to invade this hall, they're gonna
all those zombies that you have on your mushroom island.
Oh yeah. There's a zombie over here actually. You can see him in the armor over there.
Yeah.
See him over there? Yep.
Yeah.
He's he can't get out. But if he does, we're ready.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, something simple like this could do the trick. I mean, I think this would be, or even, here's a thought. Here's what we do. Because I actually don't want these supports on the side to connect to it.
Yeah.
So
put stairs maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Put a stair there, and a stair there.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Right, and can I?
There you go.
There we go.
Got it. Nice. Yeah, that's nice.
But something like that gives you some nice detail on the walls. Just something to kind of add a little bit of interest. And just break up the flatness and the monotony of the constant dark oak log, and still fits within kind of the theme and palette and everything, without going super complicated and making this like way more intricate and complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, definitely. I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, I say we put something like that on each wall, or not each wall, but the other 3 walls besides the entrance. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's knock it out.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so Wells, we got some stuff here we have been working on. So what do we got?
We have done the things.
Yes.
Lots of things. All the things have been done. So
lots of small details.
Yeah, lots of little things. So we took these windows and we made 3 of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them. Yeah, just around the side here. So we just did the same design, but yeah, it's looking cool.
Yep, one of those on each of the sides that doesn't have an entrance. Mm-hmm. Then we cleaned up the entrance a little bit to make it kind of pop. We wanted to, because it was it blended in, I think, a little bit too much because it was still all that dark oak. So we added just some cobblestone walls up here to kind of made it pop out a little bit. And then we reworked our stairs that lead up.
We added some spruce.
For safety purposes, we added this nice railing on here because, OSHA called. They weren't really happy. They were building something about permits and build inspections. So we figured it was probably better safe than sorry to just, add the railing, call it good.
Yeah, we both fell into the moat like 2 or 3 times, even when just building these, like. So yeah, definitely will help out with that.
Yeah, and I think it looks a lot better too. It makes the stairs kind of pop out. If you look at it, sometimes I think the best way to kind of get a judge of, did we make progress or did we, take a step backwards? I think the best thing to do is to just kind of look at it from a distance.
Yeah.
So if we land over here on top of this, I think this looks, well, yeah, there's a bunch of mushrooms in my way, but. Maybe over here seems like a good place. Yeah. This is a good
fly over here.
This is a good viewing location, I think.
All right, let's see.
There you are.
We got
fluttering down on top of me.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Definitely much improved from the stone. It was way too much stone, so that definitely breaks it up, and also it fits the upside down stairs you put on the side there. Fits with sort of like the roof a little bit somehow.
Yeah, kind of a Asian pagoda type vibe thing.
Yeah.
And it creates the important thing from a building perspective is it creates a little bit of depth between the stairs and the border, and that's the important thing. That's really why it looks markedly better, is because now there's depth and the stairs are like inset into a border rather than just kind of sticking off on their own.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
yeah, and it created a little contrast. But I think it's good. I think it's good. I think all in all, it has been improved. I really like this, by the way. I love the fact that your villager trading hall is, finished.
Yeah,
All of your villagers are like labeled and have their trades unlocked for the most part.
True.
Your redstone is covered up and not visible from my castle. I mean, from the outside. It's looking great.
I feel like you might be trying to tell another hermit something. They might need to finish something that's somewhere near your base.
I would never tell Mumbo, or I mean, I would never tell other hermits what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trolling a little bit, but not too much.
Yep. All right, man. Well, yeah, I appreciate you helping me out here, man. This is looking awesome. This is looking great.
Yeah, I'm glad. Anytime. Actually, I have something you could probably help me out with.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But I think we'll probably have to save that for the next episode.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely, man.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna be it from me. I'll maybe put like a few more details in the trading hall, like maybe put in some stone bricks. Oh, the moat got me again. But yeah,
we added a railing. How did you?
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think this is pretty much done. Like I said, just a few other details I'll add throughout the season. But yeah, man, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.
Adios.